4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Now, right, with unfortunately Bryce Ford Wheaton. Now, as I said, you got a kind of little the combo package here, right? You got because with Bryce Ford Wheaton going down, right, that kind of maybe opens the door to maybe another or an additional wide receiver maybe making the roster. If not, maybe the roster maybe opening up another spot on the practice squad because you knew basically, well, you didn't know. But pretty much, there's a good chance Bryce Ford Wheaton was either going to make the 53 or quite possibly the practice squad. Okay, but now that he's gone for the season, kind of opens the door up. Now, Beaux Collins is having a very good camp. Now, also, Cambry has been having haven't heard his name a whole heck of a lot. Training camp. It's only been 4 days, right? But in mini camp and OTAs and all that, I heard his name. But the one thing they have not done so far is, there's no there haven't been no special teams, no kicking, no kickoff, no punt, nothing, none of that. So that's gonna start happening. Okay. Now I think it's gonna be very, very important, quite possibly, for whoever winds up making, if we have obviously Malik Neighbors, Wando Robinson, Darius Slade, Jalin Hyatt, Amir Smith-Marset, to keep a sixth guy, probably going to be very important for him also to be a special teams contributor, right? And the thing is with Cambry, was more known in college for his special teams. He was a wide receiver, but he hardly caught the ball at all in college. But it's his special teams play, which if he makes the team, which will be very, very, or makes the team either or the practice squad, will really help elevate him. Beaux Collins, not so sure about that, but Beaux performed very well at 2 different colleges. Now, all right, here we go. I got 37,000 tabs open up here. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. So he was like trying to capture a different screen. Oh, don't know. All right. Well, I do apologize. Oh wait, that's why. All right. Well, anyway. Oh, let me try it now. Let me try it again here. I'll see if I can share the screen here this time. Share the screen. See if it works this time. Share. Yay! It worked. And he did it at 2 colleges, right? He did it at Clemson and at Notre Dame. Now, you'll notice here, I mean, obviously, we're not talking super duper unbelievable numbers here, right? But his rookie season, he had 31 catches at Clemson. Rookie season, I guess freshman. Sophomore, 22 catches, 38. And last season with Notre Dame, my team, right? 41 catches, 490. Now, obviously, if this was 80 catches, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, the guy's, he's whatever, second round pick or whatever. You know what I mean? But, the Giants picked them up basically because, not super duper stellar numbers, but 13.5 yards of reception. Okay. But some consistent play. Usually, I mean, with Notre Dame, if you're not a super duper rock star, for him to get 41 catches, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But so far he's been having himself a good training camp so far. So once again, it's only been 4, but it's going to certainly be something to keep an eye on, right? They do keep the 6th guy. I think it might be very important for that 6th guy to be able to contribute on special teams. So these next few weeks coming up, when they do start, with the kickoffs and the punting and all of that, it's going to be very, very interesting to see who the cream rises to the top, and also these preseason games too. That's where you're going to get an opportunity, right? You got to make the most of your opportunities. But all right, Giants undrafted rookie wideout could be pushing for a roster spot at training camp. Now, as I said, now this article obviously I think was written before, unfortunately Bryce Ford Wheaton got injured. So the Giants acquired a handful of 5 undrafted rookie free agent wide receivers this offseason to add depth to their receiving group. Among them is former Notre Dame and Clemson wide receiver Beaux Collins, who has been turning heads since the spring practices. Collins was a standout performer during OTAs and minicamp in the spring, earning first-team reps for a portion of the team drills. He caught a touchdown pass from Russell Wilson during minicamp while filling in for the injured Jalin Hyatt. With training camp now in full swing, Collins is back to making plays for the Giants offense. According to the team's practice report, Collins made a nice gain during Friday's practice on a crossing route delivered by Tommy Chicken Cutlet Parmesan. The Giants have a few undrafted rookies gunning for the roster spot. Yes, they do. Collins could be a valuable addition to the Giants' wide receiving depth because of his unique size. He stands 6'3". Now, he's not super duper, only 195 pounds, but 6'3", giving him an edge over some of the other playmakers in Big Blue's receiving group. Alongside Collins are a pair of other intriguing undrafted rookies in Jordan Bly and Jalin Cambry. All 3 of the rookies have made plays to catch the attention of the coaching staff during the early practices of the season, while also providing valuable special teams versatility. Earning a roster spot this summer will be a challenge for all 3 of these rookies, with a bevy of capable pass catchers in the front of them on the depth chart. But nevertheless, Collins will be an intriguing player to keep an eye on during the preseason. Now, obviously, if we have to now take Bryce Ford Wheaton, unfortunately, out of the right, there's Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, Wando Robinson, Bryce Ford Wheaton, no longer with the team, is out for the season. Jalin Hyatt, Amir Smith-Marset. Then you got Zach Pascal, Montrell Washington, Little, Jordan Humphrey, Jordan Bly, Juice Wells Jr., the teammate of Jackson Dart, Daquan Felton, Beaux Collins, and Jalin Cambry. So you got Daquan Felton, the Juice Wells Jr., Jordan Bly, Beaux Collins, and Jalin Cambry. Those are the 5 undrafted free agents, rookie free agents that the Giants have. So we got, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, what we got? So we got 13 wide receivers. So, we got 13. You keep 6. I don't know who's going to go on a practice squad. At least 1, maybe 2 wide receivers on the practice squad, right? So you figure maybe 8 altogether. So we got 13. It was 14. Now we got 13. So that means at least 5 guys are going to go. Bye-bye. But the thing is that it's always fluid. It's guys are coming. Somebody gets injured. If Beaux Collins doesn't make the team, right? Somebody gets injured. Maybe they pick the phone up and ask to see if you come on back, right? So you don't know. As I said, with injuries, things happen. Bryce Ford Wheaton goes down, right? Opens up. What do you do? When you have an opportunity. When an opportunity knocks you, you got to make the most of it. And unfortunately, Bryce Ford Wheaton going down said it's an absolute shame. But one of these guys, see if one of these guys can step up, right, and make the most of their opportunities. So it's going to be one of those. There are some things that are set in stone, like Dexter Lawrence and Malik Neighbors and all that stuff and everything. But there are Paulson Adebo, and you got Newbin and Holland, or and Karake. The guys some things are set in stone, but some of those back at the end roster competitions going on would be very, very interesting. So.